Okay, I might seem like a crazy person right now, but bear with me, all right? So I can totally see the path of the sun in the sky on the flat earth, okay? This is how it works. So the reason why we're having a long day right now, it's 7 o'clock and that sun is still in the sky, is because the circle it's doing overhead is tighter. It's right overhead, right? So that sun was right overhead, okay? So it's doing a smaller circle, right? So it's really gonna go over there, okay? And it's not gonna set, it's just gonna go out of our perspective. So that's the west. Now normal, when it's normal, or not normal, but when it's like winter, and the sun is not overhead, it's doing a larger circle. The path is a larger circle. So it's not right overhead. It's not a tight circle like this overhead, okay? It's a far out circle, like the guy on the racetrack. It's like the guy on the racetrack who's got the outside lane. He's got to go way out there, right? So the day is shorter when the guy on the outside is on the outside track like that. But think of summer, the closer you get to the summer solstice, you're on the inside track. So right now the sun is on the inside track. It was right overhead earlier. The path is more of a circle overhead like this, a tight circle. So that sun, like I said, is just going to go over there, and it's going to go out of our perspective, out of our vantage point, and it's going to look like it's setting. But after the sun sets, the sky is still really light for a long time. It's just because it's moving away. But the circle is tight, and so when we see in the morning, the guy's going to come up and then do that tight circle right overhead, okay? And then go back. See this tight circle? You know, obviously it's got to go around the earth that way until we get to the summer solstice, longest day of the year, and it's going to be right overhead, okay? And that's when it's at its tightest circle of the year, and then it starts to spiral out again. So it's the constant, this is the constant motion. It's right here. It gets tighter, and then, then we get to the solstice, and then it starts to go back out again. It's like a fractal, you know, like a spiral. And then, so my point is, I could see it in my head right now. The reason why the sun is not setting right now, and we have these long days as we get closer to the solstice, is because of the tighter circle. This tighter circle doesn't create the illusion that it's setting, because if it was on the outside track, it would look like it's setting, right? Because it's further out. So I think this is really cool, and I think it's, if you can kind of wrap your head around it, so to speak, you can really see it happening. It's a giant clock, basically, you know, so you know it's overhead. The longest day of the year, the solstice, when it's tight, you know, and then so as this gets in the middle point of, it's not super overhead and it's not way on the outside track, those are the equinoxes. So it's kind of in the middle. So it's not this tight circle right here. It's not the far circle out here. It's right in the middle. Those are the equinoxes, equal night and day, right? And then we get back to the summer solstice, super tight, and then then it winds back out, and the far track out is the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, because the sun is on the outside track, and so it's going to only be up for a little bit. Man, this is real, man.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
You're getting ready to launch to the International Space Station to be part of Expeditions 30 and 31. Give me a summary of what the mission goals are for your time on orbit, and what responsibilities and jobs are going to be yours when you're up there.
Well, I'm one of the science guys, and I'm one of the repair guys. And fortunately, there's lots of science and lots of repair to do on station. So that will certainly keep us all busy.